In a world filled with auto-tuned pop songs and manufactured beats, it's refreshing to come across an artist who stays true to the roots of his music. Melbourne-based singer-songwriter and musician James C. Atkins is such an artist who offers a unique and authentic experience for country music lovers. But what sets him apart is his passion and dedication. With over 10 years of experience in the music industry, James has honed his craft and developed a sound that is truly his own. His attention to detail and focus on songwriting is evident in every note and lyric he produces, and all his songs are carefully crafted to tell stories that resonate with listeners on a deep and personal level. It's this commitment to quality that sets James apart from the crowd, as his latest single, Brighter Skies, that I played just a minute ago, amply demonstrates. His classic feel for the modern world, this release is sure to captivate his audiences and leave a lasting impression on them. I think I can safely predict that James is a young man who is going places, and I look forward to watching his rise towards the top of the Australian country music scene. I'm truly delighted to have James standing by on the phone, waiting to have a chat with me, so let me bring him on air without any further delay. Hello, James, how are you?
I'm good, Harry. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm absolutely wonderful. This is a gorgeous day. Now, you're from Melbourne, so you're looking at...
from Melbourne.
Yep. You're looking at the same sky I am, which is, it's a gorgeous day in paradise, so we're lucky.
Yeah, it's not been quite as hot today, which is nice.
Yes, it is. It's comfortable. Yeah, I like a day like this. It's not too hot.
Yeah, me too.
But, you don't have to wear a coat or anything, so, yeah, it's good stuff. Look, welcome to the Country Club. It is great to have you on the show, and this is our first conversation on air. I hope it won't be the last, but while I've got you, tell us the story behind Brighter Skies. Did you write that yourself, or was it a co-write?
No, I wrote this one myself.
Okay.
I wrote it about some experiences I've had, and I know a lot of other people have had, about not quite finding something that sits right with you, finding your own way in the world, I suppose. Mm-hmm. What your parents tell you, or what your school or what you've been brought up to believe isn't quite exactly what you think is right for you, and it's sort of a story about somebody who feels that way and is in search of brighter skies.
Okay, yeah, I get that. That's that comes across quite strongly when you do listen closely to the lyrics. It's a beautiful.
I appreciate that.
It's a beautifully crafted song, I have to say.
Thank you.
It's the first. It's the first one of your songs that I've put in my playlist, and I hope it won't be the last. Because songwriting like that doesn't come along every day. So yeah, keep up the good work, my friend.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
And I was interested to read that it was produced by Jason Resch, who is formerly of Darlinghurst. I had those guys in the studio, a couple of years ago now.
Mm-hmm.
Long before they became really famous, I guess. I got a lot of time for Jason. He's a really nice guy. He knows what he's doing. So
he's a super talented guy. Always keeping himself busy, and got lots of stuff on the go.
Yeah. And it must have been great to work with someone like that.
Yeah, it really was, to get some guidance and just understanding of the industry and music, and to get everything up to a standard. Yeah, okay. It was a real pleasure working with him.
Absolutely, yeah. That sort of talent doesn't come along every day. So, it was great to learn that you guys, got your heads together and, came up with a really, really nice product. So, well done, guys.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, good stuff. Okay, now, where can people buy your music, James?
It's available on all the streaming platforms, but if you want to buy it, there is Bandcamp, C. Atkins Music, or just iTunes and stuff as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, my website has links to all of that stuff.
Excellent. All right, and where is your website?
It's just jamescatkinsmusic.com.
Okay, all right. So now, I mentioned in the intro that you've got over 10 years of experience behind you, and look, I look at your photo, and you must have started when you're 6 years old or something.
No, I'm 30.
Oh, okay.
If I started when I was 20, then that's still the 10 years. Okay. I mean, I've been playing not professionally for 10 years, but definitely gigging for, at least 10 years. I started in high school, started singing and playing guitar, and, just never looked back, really.
Okay. Which school did you go to?
I went to Lilydale Adventist Academy is what it was called then, but now it's Edinburgh College in Lilydale.
Oh, okay. Right, Lilydale. Wow. Nice
Quite
place.
a small school, but they were known for their choir and that sort of thing, so it definitely helped me.
Nice. I being a guitar player, I used to take my guitar to what was his name? Mail. Stewie Mail. He was in Lilydale. Terrific. Terrific. What do you call him? Ludist or whatever. Luther or whatever. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, Luther. Yes.
Yeah. He was brilliant on setting up a guitar. Terrific stuff. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So, what actually drew you to the music industry? What made you wake up one day and say, "Oh, I want to be a country music artist"?
Yeah, it's probably been a long journey, really. When I started playing guitar, when I was probably like 15 or 16, I just fell in love with it and played like 5 or 6 hours a day.
Uh-huh.
You know, I didn't do a whole lot of study at the time, but yeah, I played a lot of guitar and started writing songs soon after that. Okay. And just, it wasn't like, I want to be an artist necessarily right then and there. It was, I love this so much, I have to keep doing it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And now it's just a massive part of my life. It feels like it's the main option, that this is what I love to do, so I want to try and make a living out of it.
Fair enough, yeah. Well, good luck with that.
Well, thank you, yeah, we'll see how we go.
So I like to ask people why country music? Of all the musical genres you could have chosen to pursue, why did you choose country?
Well, I'll give you an honest answer. I do love country music.
Uh-huh.
There's a lot of music I do really like. It wasn't really me aiming to be a country artist, though. It was, this is the sort of music I love to write, and it fits well into the country music scene in Australia.
Right.
I think it's a little bit different than just the standard, country that we get today. Mm-hmm. But it's just somewhere I feel comfortable. It's a big market in Australia and an accessible one too.
Yes, it is. And it's a flexible one, It accommodates all sorts of influences, doesn't it? And speaking of influences, let's talk about what your main influences are.
My main influences are, in the country world, definitely Chris Stapleton.
Okay.
Tyler Childers.
Uh-huh.
Walter Call.
Okay.
Yeah, and my favourite artist of all time, though, is probably Paul Simon.
Paul Simon?
Yes.
Okay, from Simon and Garfunkel.
Country, yes, I do love some Simon and Garfunkel.
Wow, those guys could write a song, I can tell you.
Oh, yeah, Paul Simon's incredible.
I mean, Sounds of Silence, I can still listen to that. The poetry in that song is just mind-blowing.
Yeah, it's spectacular.
It is. It's just such a gorgeous song and such a great story. Well, not story, but, perspective, I guess, on life.
Yeah.
That's an interesting influence. That's one you don't come across every day.
No, especially for someone my age.
Yeah, good stuff. Now, apart from your influences, I also like to ask who your favourite artists are in terms of when you feel like sitting down and listening to music, just for your own entertainment and relaxation. Who do you tend to listen to?
When I sit down for my own entertainment, that's a good question. I definitely listen to a lot of Paul Simon.
Okay.
Pretty much the same things that I spoke about. Yeah, Chris Stapleton a lot. I learned electric guitar because of John Mayer.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah, he was just quite big when I was starting to learn guitar. And then Jack Johnson as well, I listened to a fair bit.
Okay.
Jack Johnson.
All right, yeah. Mayer is a brilliant guitar player, I have to say. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, incredible.
Yeah, so, that's a good influence to have. Now, also another interesting question that some people tend to struggle with for some reason, but I'll ask it anyway. What's your most memorable experience so far as a performer?
As a musician?
Yeah.
I don't really want to name drop, but there is one that's quite memorable. I studied some music in New South Wales at this university, and one of the directors there had a contact with James Morrison, the trumpet player, the jazz trumpet player. And so I got to sing on stage with him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was a special moment. So I sung solo, and he played the trumpet solo on a couple of songs. And it was a real interactive moment with probably the best jazz musician that we've ever created in Australia. He's such a talented player, and it was just, a huge honour to be able to share the stage with him.
Yeah, I get that. Wow, I envy you, in fact.
Yeah, it was a very special moment.
Okay, so that sort of segues into another question that people tend to struggle with a bit. If you could pick three people to be on stage with, including James Morrison, who would the other two be?
Who would the other two be? Probably Paul Simon.
Okay.
I'd just love to be able to meet that man, to be honest.
Okay, he's getting a bit long in the tooth nowadays.
He is. I know. That's probably, maybe it's not the best. It's a selfish choice.
Hey, it's not. It's neither here nor there. I was looking at the news feed today, and there's Dick Van Dyke, 99 years old, right, and still going strong.
Yes, I've seen those.
So age is no barrier.
That is very true. And then the other person, let me think. You know what? Probably John Mayer. I'd love to get him to play some guitar on stuff with me. That would be awesome.
Geez, who wouldn't? Yeah, he's great. I'm a big fan of John Mayer's, as you can tell.
I can see why.
Yeah. Well, being a guitar player, that sort of, enhances the appreciation. So, what's your favourite thing about being a live performer? When you get up on stage in front of a crowd, and everything's working for you.
Everything about being live. Just feeling like connected to the audience. That energy you get. Obviously, it's not every time, and you can swing and miss quite easily. But when you hit, and when you get a crowd really involved, and you feel that energy back from the crowd, it's one in a million. There's no other feeling on earth like it to me.
Yeah, you're right.
Just getting the emotions of the crowd back, and you sharing yours, and it just feels like you're all on the same page. Yeah.
So I'm on the same page as that. So no worries there. Now, you don't have you got an album out at all?
I don't. It's just 2 singles at the moment, but there is some talk for some stuff next year. Hopefully an EP, but we'll see how things fall.
Alrighty. What I might do once or later on today, when I remember, I'll send you a text with our mailing address here at the studio, and if you'd be so kind as to send me anything that you record, album, EP, whatever. If you could mail that to me, or email me the download links, as often happens nowadays, rather than getting a physical copy of something, which is it works fine for me anyway. As a digital download. Although I like to have the physical thing in my hand. That is sure. That is my preference. But if people say, well, here's the download links, I can go with that. But so I might do that later on today. So if you could keep me in mind when you do put out some product, I'd love to get a copy of it, because I've only got really the one song of yours in my playlist at the moment, and I'd like to get some more. Because
thank you. I can send some stuff through for sure.
Oh, that'd be great. When it's released, I mean, no pressure. What do you got? Have you got anything else like coming up in the way of gigs or festivals or tours? Or?
I'm playing at the Hillsville Hotel on Friday the 20th of December, and I don't have a whole lot on outside of that for the rest of the year. Got a few Christmas things.
Okay.
I do some Christmas carols here and there.
Okay.
But just gearing up for hopefully a big year next year, and just got a few things in the works.
Okay. You going to Tamworth?
Unfortunately, I can't make it. But that is definitely, maybe not next year, but the year after. I definitely want to make it.
On your bucket list?
Yes.
It's on mine too. I've never been to Tamworth.
Yeah, right. Well, we share that in common then.
Yeah, but I'm a lot older than you, so my time's running out. I've got to get up there quick.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you can get in there, Harry.
Well, I keep my fingers crossed anyway. But in any case, you don't have to go to Tamworth to love country music, so, it's no biggie. But, yeah, I'd like to get up there, one time at least, just to have a look and see what all the hula la is all about. Alrighty, so look, we've pretty much covered everything. You got any questions for me? I'll turn the tables on you there.
It's an interesting one, yeah. Well, what are your favourite artists then? What do you like to play?
Oh well, my taste is fairly eclectic, but from a country music point of view, I am a huge fan of Dwight Yoakam. Australian artists, you can't go past Troy Cassar-Daley and the Wolf Brothers. They're great.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Lee Kernaghan and his sister Tanya. They're all great. I'm a big fan of Slim Dusty's music.
Yes, of course.
The legacy he left behind, and the influence that Joy McKean had on him and his career. Away from country music, I'm sort of a bit of a heavy rock fan, so anything that falls into that category, I'm interested in. But I've been a country musician, and I've played in country bands, and really loved it. And I think, in my experience anyway, the country people tend to be a little bit more fussy, if you know what I mean about. Like the only time I ever got yelled at a rehearsal was in a country band.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, no other band seemed to worry about me making mistakes on guitar, but one bad note and they were all over me like a bad suit in the country band.
Yeah, that's never a fun time.
Yeah, but no, it taught me a lesson. My advice is if you're ever in that situation yourself, and someone's going off their face at you. Don't be too frightened. Listen to what they've got to say, because so often that can be a really important learning experience. For a young artist. Don't take it to heart. Use it. Use the information and learn from it. It'll make you a better musician, no doubt about it. Anyway, that's my advice for the day. And that pretty much takes us out of time. So, look, I absolutely do appreciate your time for taking...
No, thanks for having me on.
Oh, you're absolutely welcome. All about promoting good Aussie talent, and you tick that box, no worries. So, look, thanks again, James. I really do appreciate it. And I hope we can do this again in the not-too-distant future. Maybe next year sometime when your EP comes out, we can have another chat about that. Alrighty, thanks again, mate. Have a good Christmas. Enjoy the time with your family and all those people that you care about, and stay safe.
You too.
And hopefully we'll talk again in the new year.
All right. Thank you very much, Harry.
All right. All the best to you. Best of luck, and keep on keeping on. You're going places, mate. There's no doubt about it.
Oh, thank you. We'll see how we go.
Okay. Stick with it, and don't get discouraged. It's another piece of advice. Okay, talk to you soon, mate.
See ya.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.